Have you ever had a thought so dark, so self-defeating, that you believed it might define you forever? What if I told you that very thought could become the spark that rewires your life? That the shadows in your mind are not enemies to be feared, but raw materials waiting to be transformed. This is not woo-woo spirituality. This is ancient science. This is alchemy. And by the end of this video, you'll learn how to transmute negativity into growth, pain into power, just like the alchemists of old turned lead into gold, the mental lead we carry. Every alchemist begins with lead, dull, dense, and seemingly useless. In the modern mind, that lead is self-doubt, anxiety, regret. It's the I'm not good enough, the what if I fail, the why even try. But here's the twist. Every negative thought you've ever had was a signal, not a sentence. A flare from your subconscious, not a final judgment. Ever notice how your brain is like a terrible roommate, always yelling, never paying rent, and constantly reminding you of that one awkward thing you did in 8th grade? The good news? You can evict that voice, or better yet, train it. The brain's alchemy, neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to change, is real. Think of negative thoughts as neural pathways that have been overused, like muddy roads after a storm. The more you walk them, the deeper they get. But every thought is a choice, and every choice is a chemical reaction. When you catch a negative thought and redirect it, that's mental alchemy. But how exactly do you redirect the thought without falling deeper into the spiral? That's where the real work begins. Awareness, the crucible of change. You can't change what you don't observe. The first step is to detach from the thought, not fight it, not deny it, but witness it. Like, there's that voice again telling me I'll never succeed. Treat it like background noise, not gospel truth. This is the mental crucible where transformation begins. Imagine if every time your brain said, "You're not good enough," a little pop-up appeared that said, "Would you like to unsubscribe from this nonsense?" Click yes, every time. Reframing the inner story. Now, ask, what is this thought trying to protect me from? Fear often wears the mask of self-criticism. It's not the enemy, it's just misdirected energy. I'll never be successful becomes, I'm afraid of failing publicly, but that fear shows how much I care. Reframing isn't delusion, it's design. You're not running from reality, you're reshaping it. But once you've reframed it, how do you use that energy? Turning pain into power. Here's the alchemist's secret. Emotion is energy. Energy is either repressed, expressed destructively, or transformed. Write, train, build, speak, move, create. Anger becomes strength, sadness becomes compassion, fear becomes preparation. Think of your emotions as pre-workout for the soul. You wouldn't drink a Red Bull and go to sleep, right? Don't waste emotional energy. Transmute it. Modern rituals for mental alchemy. Ancient alchemists used fire, flasks, and formulas. You've got daily rituals. Journaling negative thoughts and reframing them. Cold showers to reset your nervous system. Breath work to shift your internal state. Dopamine detox to rewire your reward system. These are your modern-day magic spells. But even with rituals, even with effort, what do you do when life hits too hard, when the weight feels unbearable? Radical acceptance as the philosopher's stone. The philosopher's stone wasn't just about gold, it symbolized wholeness. True alchemy is not changing what is, but accepting what is so completely that it changes you. Negative thoughts lose their grip the moment you say, I see you, I honor you, and now I rise above you. Self-love isn't hugging crystals in a candlelit room. It's looking your shadow in the eye and saying, you're part of me, but you don't drive anymore. Becoming the alchemist. You've met your inner darkness. You've learned to transmute it. Now you embody the role of the alchemist, the one who turns pain into purpose. This isn't a one-time event. It's a daily practice. Just like lifting weights tears the muscle before it grows, your mind strengthens with every shadow it transforms. Beware of comfort. Growth doesn't live in comfort, it lives in resistance. The moment you stop challenging your thoughts, they take over again. That's the paradox. The moment you feel safe, you're slipping. Most people aren't stuck because they're incapable. They're stuck because they made peace with their cage. Don't wait until rock bottom to wake up. You don't need tragedy to transform. Think legacy, not likes. What if your greatest mental struggle is the exact thing you were born to help others through? Every time you alchemize a thought, you raise your vibration, you change your future, you model resilience. Think legacy, not likes. Become a lighthouse, not because life is easy, but because you chose to shine anyway. And if you think this is powerful, wait until you learn how to alchemize desire itself. The next transformation awaits. Your mind is a crucible, your thoughts are metal, and you are the fire. If you've made it this far, it means you're not afraid to look within, to do the hard work, to transform. But mental alchemy is just the beginning. There's another form of power most men ignore, the power of desire. Want to learn how to turn sexual energy into unstoppable drive? Then watch my next video, Why Semen Retention is Modern Alchemy. Transmute desire into power. Click it now and keep your transformation going. You've already started the process. Now finish what you've begun.